interweb, my name is Hankern Games, and today, because of my sheer lack of ideas and products to review, until I can get a nice screen recorder for my PC, I'm going to be showing you how to install a fan. I know, noob. Okay, but MLG Noob hard swag scoping aside, there are some people trying to get into PC Master Race that are just kind of worried about everything, software geniuses who don't feel like plugging in a fan. And there are some people who just plain don't know how to. I remember the first time I was upgrading a PC, I had no idea what to do with the fans that I took in and out. So, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, so start with the fans. So, let's not make a 20-minute video about how to put 4 screws into a piece of metal. Let's get right to it. Alright, first fan, I have a Fantex fan that actually came with my case that I choose not to use. So, I don't know if you can buy these particular fans just off the internet. I imagine you could. They're just Fantex fans that they used in their case. So, I'm going to plug this in. Okay, sorry. So, they're usually going to be a red wire and a black wire. You kind of got to experiment with these. I'm just going to kind of take a guess here. The black is going to be far right, and the red always goes in the middle, like so. If that was slightly off camera, my apologies. Alright, there we go. This fan seems to be working fine. It's blowing air up this way, so this is going to be mounted like this at the bottom of my case, giving the graphics card some nice air that it can use, because my graphics card, it's one of those hot ones from what I've heard online, but you know, who trusts the internet these days? Ha! Alright, so there's fan 1. Alright, so the next fan, actually, you know what, before I move on, just to clarify, when I said my graphics card runs hot, that was not in any way any sort of a hater act. I love my graphics card, I just love it, so I don't want it to burn. Okay, next, as I'm going on, this fan, don't tell anyone, it's from an HP. That's a piece of crap from like 2006. I'm using it as a proof of concept, so don't tell anyone. So here we go, I've plugged it in, black to black, red to red. This is, it's actually easier to see because they don't have those black braided cables or whatever. Alright, this fan works correctly, and it's actually working too correctly. This one is actually really good. It's blowing the same amount of air, I'm pretty sure, as the other one, the Fantex one. It's just, it's smaller, so it's more directed. So, now that I have tested to make sure both of my fans work properly, I'm going to test to see which one fits best in my case. Now, a word of just food for thought for all you people out there. Don't go out and buy 2 fans and hope one of them works. Make sure you know the specifications for your case, and maybe do that by, if you have another fan laying around, or by consulting the manual for your case. If you have a pre-built computer, it's really easy to find the case model number, or just go looking around ask.com, whatever you want to do, Yahoo, whatever the heck is the hip these days for asking people, like libraries were 10 years ago. Just consult a website on what fans will fit best in the case you are presented with. Alright, so now to see which fan will fit best in my case, I know I want them down here at the bottom, blowing air directly onto my graphics card. As you can see, I've already got a Corsair SP120 giving the graphics card power input some nice air, but I feel like I should have some more. So first we'll try this one, but as it seems, it looks like the screw holes for this fan do not line up with any sort of screw holes that appear to be down in the basement of this case. So that's kind of what I was talking about, and make sure you know what fan is right for your case, not just because of the looks, but because of compatibility, you know? Sorry. So this one is out. So it looks like we know what fan we're going to be using. Sorry for the glare, I just don't have any great way to light my area yet. Right now I'm using this beautiful lamp. I know. I am ghetto. Okay. So we know this is going to have to work, but let's just test to make sure. Most fans will have these, so these little arrows. I don't even know what that's for. Pretend that's not there. This is kind of supposed to mean, so when it spins the way that it's supposed to, unless you mess with it, I don't even know how you could make it spin the opposite way. This is airflow upward. Sorry, I'm having to look at my iPad right now. This is airflow upward. So I want to position it right here like this. Also, when I'm positioning it like this, the Fantex logo is upside down. So I'm going to place it like this, even though the Fantex logo on the top is kind of out of place. Although it's not totally out of place because my CX850M power supply kind of information guide on the top is also facing that way. So yeah, it's going to kind of go like that. I'm going to thread this cable through the back here, up, and into that motherboard. I don't even know if you guys can see it. As you guys probably guessed, I have never had a experience reviewing how to put a fan in a computer on an iPad before. I know, shocking. Alright, next is appropriate mounting hardware. There are lots of ways to mount a fan, but because I don't want to flip my case over, I'm going to use these long screws that will go through the top and into the bottom of the case like so. I'm going to be using 4 of these, but if you can only seem to find 2 extra, don't worry, just put them in a diagonal pattern, although I don't know how much of a good idea that is. You might want to use that as a temporary solution until you can find some more of these screws, because I don't know how good of an idea it is to have a case fan secured by 2 screws. You know, kind of scratch that unless you're in a pickle. Make sure before you start screwing everything in that the screw holes at the bottom of the case are perfectly aligned with the screw holes for the fan. Who even knows if I'm calling that right? Screwdriver. Everyone should probably have one of those laying around their house. Slide it through like so, and start. Well, me, not even knowing what I'm doing, decided that I'd screw screws that are too thin into the bottom of my case, so I'm going to have to tip it over and use some thicker screws. Why am I even doing this? Why am I telling you guys what to do when I don't even know what to do myself? Bravo, right? Bravo. We're going to get this done. It's my new life goal. Remove the dust filter from your case. Okay, so out of the gracefulness of my heart, I have, decided to toughen up and put it on its side, and I have no idea what I'm doing. As you can see, looks a lot like a test bench right now. I actually really like the way this looks. There's always the option to just build your computer onto a test bench and just call it a day. I am going to clean out the power supply real quick, but you guys don't need to see that. Alright, power supply, dust things all cleaned out. We can start actually doing what we intend to do. Yay! Alright, for the 3rd time now. Line your fan up. Whoa, a fan. Line your fan up to where you want it to go in your case. Find the appropriate number of the appropriately sized screws. I know, that's right. You did see console peasant remotes in the background. It's not me. Trust me. I'm loyal to PC. Alright, once you've got the screws lined up where you want them, you can slide it around a little bit. I mean, if that's what you want to do with your life. So, yeah, they're positioned now, so all you gotta do is screw them in fully. I'll be right back. Alright, so the fan is finally, after all of our hardships, in the right place. Up!
Are you recording, Crickshaw?
So now all that's left is to just slide in the dust filter for the power supply. I mean, not the power supply, the fan. I'm an idiot. Wrong, that's not all that's left to do. We still have to plug this in. Alright, so we're going to thread this baby through the back, like so. And let me just kind of, give me a break. Alright, I got it. One sec. Yank it through the back, like this. Well, don't yank it, you know what I mean. And just kind of tuck it around some things so that when you bring it out up again, well, that did so much, huh? When you bring it out again to the motherboard header for the fans. Now, about the motherboard header for the fans, you could use a fan controller like the one I've got here. You can't really see that. Yeah, I know the camera's sideways. There you go, fan header. I don't know what you want to call it. Call it whatever you want to call it. But all of those are filled for me, so I'm going to have to take up one for the motherboard. So this came through nice and clean, and we're just going to simply find a... Are you ready? This is the moment of truth, guys. Actually, wait, no, this is half the moment of truth. We're going to plug it into this 4-pin header. It's okay that it's 4-pin. A 3-pin can plug into a 4-pin header just fine. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh, screw you. What's going on? Ha, get it? Screw you? Like the screws. Like for the fans. Just, come on. What am I doing wrong? Done. Done! Wow, okay, we're done. I'm gonna power on the system and hope to the dear Lord of all lordiness that it's gonna actually turn on, because there's that one feeling in your heart that you broke your whole computer trying to, you know, plug in a fan. So, I'm gonna plug it in real quick. So, plug the power supply back into the wall. That is one thing you always want to do if you're watching this video while putting in a fan and you're dead. I'm sorry, I forgot to say before I restart. Unplug your computer from the wall. Wait 5 seconds. No, turn off the power supply with the switch. Wait 5 seconds and then unplug it from the wall. So I've just plugged it back into the wall. I'm going to wait 5 more seconds. It's been about 20. But like I said, wait 5 more seconds and then turn on the power supply. Alright, motherboard is working. That's a good sign. We haven't shorted anything just yet. Now, I'll be right back. I want to just check to make sure my fan header is in the right header and all that stuff. One sec. Alright, fan should be in the right place. Are we ready? Moment of truth. I'm actually kind of worried about this because we totally swagged this out. Please don't fry on me. Yay! Awesome! We did it! We installed a fan. I don't know why. That is like, for some reason, I feel so accomplished. Okay, my goal was to not make this a 20-minute video, whatever, on how to put in a fan. We've probably gone over that, well over that. So, yeah, see you guys next time. If you want to see more videos about a kid complain about computer hardware, hit that like button, subscribe, add to your favorites, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time.